Do you know where they're at? Yeah. Over there. That way. Here where the tailors? That way. No.
No, pipiti na po kayo din ba?
Musician third class Alexander Charles on that beautiful anthem. And say hello. Speeds, well, the U2 is doing a little over 100 miles an hour right now, and that muscle car is keeping right up. And behind crash, don't screw up. Written on the dashboard. Gucci and the U2 now listen to the 17,000 pounds of thrust. This high efficiency wing. Watch this jet fire. The middle of it, rare mosquito. Victory in Europe celebrations with the Howland Mosquito, one of the more unique and fastest and more powerful flying aircraft in the Second World War. Development combat mosquito aircraft to display this aircraft, and we are so happy to have the very rare mosquito. Historic aircraft flying, dedicated to the 80th anniversary of Victory in Europe, including some fire for the award-winning Pretty bad. The Texas Flag Legends, now the Dakota Territory Air Museum, and currently in charge of maintaining the fleet flying air shows mostly during the summer. Loves flying this beautiful mosquito. Bottom side, great for clips and photos you want to share on the socials, tagging Capital Air Show, hashtag CCA. So we can see you during the easy. And there he is on the ground. Give him a wave as a sign of appreciation. He can't hear you way out there, but give him. He puts an input into the airplane to do these energy stealing maneuvers, reducing drag every time. Consider that he's a nautical mile above us, and he has to conserve, he has to get the energy just right to be able to touch down in front of us and roll to a stop. Just about where Larry Grace, the photographer, taking a picture of y'all in the orange shirt. And that is incredible energy management. So let's just watch now as he silently makes his way down with non-stop aerobatics. To his dead stick flying. No power. This is his anniversary weekend too. He's here with his kids and his wife. And he always dedicates, he says, the dead stick to his wife. And he's making his way slowly now. In fact, as he gets a little bit lower, you'll just hear the air coming over the wing. Producing that lift. Let's see what we do. You hear that? That's a sound that most pilots never ever want to hear. You want that engine to keep running. And with an airplane of this vintage, you can't restart that engine even if you wanted to. There's no electric start. It has to be prompt start. You see the wheeling around, but he hasn't got enough airspeed to actually get it to go around and start it. So he's committed to coming down here to show sound. Now, has he got enough energy to get this done? Turning in. Touching down. Oh wait, he's down, but he's going to stop right here. See the gentleman with his hand out in front? The red and white shirt on? He's planted from, remember now, a mile above us, all the way down to stop right there. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Eric Tucker, please give him a round of applause to Eric. Make sure he can hear you all the way out there. That's energy management. Eric's going to be back a little later for us this afternoon. Incredible. Coast Guard. One on static display to enjoy a visit in. And if you look to the left now, here it comes. Coast Guard C-27. Feet plus wingspan, about 74 feet long. It weighs about 70,000 pounds. And yet it's so quiet and efficient. Those turboprops. CAL FIRE's aviation program vital in firefighting efforts, utilizing fleet of air tankers, helicopters, and uncrewed aerial systems. The program enhances firefighting capabilities, improves situational awareness, and supports ground crews in efficiently battling wildfires. We thank them for the outstanding work, especially most recently in the LA area. The OB-10 first in. CAL FIRE acquired 15 of them. Federal Excess Personal Property Program have since been converted for use as air attack platforms, replacing the original Cessna. Display area for the course with these types of aircraft. To find out more about their aerial program and the UV support staff are strategically located throughout the 14 air tanker bases in the state. All attack phase 2 aircraft reach. Helicopters are deployed for a variety of tasks, including transporting cargo, firing operations, mapping, medical evacuations, and other emergency missions not related to fire. They're equipped with external hoists, enabling the crew to conduct complex hoist rescue operations. And the fire hostile is now fire. That was used in firefighting to let the ground attack folks know that it's overhead and that there's a drop imminent. And of course the crew's having a little bit of fun with that today. So give them a wave as a thank you for their outstanding service. They're probably taking pictures of you as well as they go by. Let's give it up for CAL FIRE. Show them a great sign of appreciation. Give them a huge wave as a thank you for their hard work. As you can see, there's airplane parts. Thunderbolt. The heaviest of the single-engine fighters of the sea. Songs flying the B-25 at high overhead. Chris Reader and Big Beautiful Dog. The advantage for the P-51 Mustangs. Flying high cover. You look beautiful for you. Over your left shoulder now. Don't look high, look low. And fast. In the P-47 Thunderbolt. P-47. You probably saw the press conference yesterday as the President 7 will in fact be named Thunderbolt 3. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the development of this awesome aircraft. As we look at the past right now, the twin-engine B-25, the Mitchell, long bay doors, successful platform. And again, low and fast. In the P-47, Bernie returns. The new F-47 apparently doesn't fly alone. It can fly with many, as the president said, drones to assist it. High in the sky again for these beautiful P-51 Mustangs with the music of their wings. Jason now lower to the ground on a nice platform pass, showing you the top side of the aircraft. This will be great for a clip, for your reels, your socials. Remember the hashtag P-47 Thunderbolt. Roar of that huge engine. Once again, over your left shoulder. B-25, and as the aircraft circled above us, we turn back the pages of history. I want to remind you of the sacrifices, the reason we put these aircraft. Now, the World War II vet is past the age of 95, and you know we're losing them at an incredible rate, and all they ask is before they leave, that we never forget. And so at these air shows, even today, give them a round of applause as a thank you, so that they know we will never forget their sacrifices. Please give it up for them. Side by side, P-51 mission. Listen to the music of the words. This airplane is beautiful, the P-51 Mustang. And the now, and with these Air Force assets getting back onto the ground, we're handing things over to the United States Air Force F-16. In the Method 7 Cub we see out front with Instructor Mike Tyson. And then we hand this afternoon to the Blue Angels. is such a great story. The new father, he's got his family underway now, and when he was just 11, his passion for flying started. Went to an air show. Just fell in love with it. And I think some of those have got a very impressive shot that we'll look for in local media and international media that come to this show too from all around the world. Because of the roster, because of those that are performing here, the light, the whole aspect of Sacramento. Warbirds is all he wanted to do as a kid. He got it done by the age of 16. He had his pilot's license. He swapped out all his extra cash, cleaning airplanes and stuff to get it done. And then you see it's pilots to fly these priceless pieces of flying history in the industry today. All our pilots here this weekend are top notch when it comes to flying the warbirds. Bernie, I just love his story. From taking it from being a youngster, this young man now, flying these aircraft, he's always dreamed of flying. The P-47 with the Mosquito was going to fly the Wildcat for it. All that long after victory in Europe. The Wildcat aircraft is flying. Lifts the nose up somewhat now and shows you the top side. Bernie Vasquez, ladies and gentlemen, and his incredible flying in the very... There we go. Little tower flyby over the median. And he starts to lose that energy rapidly. So he's watching it, putting it right on the numbers. Make sure he's got to fly another plane for us later this afternoon. The Wildcat. And look at that beautifully restored. There he is. Will be back in just a bit as we now hand things over officially. Oh, and I think Cookie's got a mouthful of dinner at once.
That's autofocus?
Yeah.
Because I've got mine on the widest possible. Yeah, so trying to spot focus.
Look at it, you're gonna hear it. you're gonna see it, then you're gonna hear.
Will accelerate rapidly and snap the F-16 through a series
The ability to train time flies to meet not just the airplane, but of the fighter pilot as well. To demonstrate its ability to outshadow the air, Serengeti flying in the previous turn will be increasing the seat force 9 times per gravity. Major Easter will now demonstrate the F-16's crisp handling characteristics as he performs a 4-point roll at show center. Pausing briefly at each time they read the equipment. Notice the precision at which these individual movements are executed. In from the left, the F-16 and the 4-point roll.
and now one side from the right, you may stand out for those 5 feet left. Every second you do this is a 3-point Heights stay unpredictable. The trait which helps survivors survive against low altitude threats. You will then quickly transition from the horizontal flight into the vertical. Ladies and gentlemen, from the left, it's the Falcon turn. This will be your best opportunity to look closely at the aircraft and its flight controls. Show center makes a control fly full afterburner and full backbone spin from your vertical climb, demonstrating the F-16's awesome thrust to weight ratio.
The F-16 Viper demonstration team was to dedicate this next pass to the men and women from all branches of the armed forces and their families stationed around the world defending America. We would like to recognize our wounded warriors and veterans in attendance who are fighting wounds that we can see while also battling those we cannot. To honor every American who has given their lives defending this great nation, if possible, we ask you to please stand for this salute.
Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of the 20th anniversary of the Heritage Flights, I want to take a moment to describe the history of what we're about to watch. In 1997, the Lincoln Air Combat Command assembled a select group of retired military and civilian pilots to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the United States Air Force. In this gathering of the Heritage Flight, the unique presentation of the Air Force commitment and engagement of the Air Force to the present.
What started out as a one-time event has grown in popularity and demand. In 2010, the Air Force Heritage Flight Foundation joined with the United States Air Force to keep this back in the and special events in the United States.
Air Force, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy team, you want to get to meet Taylor in a more personal way and hear his story as he tells it on our podcast, Show Center, the Airshow Podcast, the latest episode. He tells an incredible story of his mom taking him to the so the podcast clear. That's going to help. We'll send an ambulance out there. That's going to save money. Oh, no. Lex just broke the ambulance. He has to get out there. And I'm going to try and get him on the radio here. Jeez. Red Jethro from Tennessee. His first phone ever. Red, is Rick here on the ground? Can you hear me? Just press that red button on the knob to talk to me. I understand, but it's going to help us communicate. I can talk to you and talk you down. You see the folks on the ground are trying to get you down here too. We got to get you to settle down and just use the ambulance. We'll tell you what all these controls are for. So push forward a little bit, everything gently, okay? And then we'll get you, that stick should be centered between your legs and just keep as much in the middle as you can. All right, and now we got to get your feet busy too. So remember, you push forward, you go down, you pull back, you go up. And the stick, when you turn it to the right, push it over to the right, that's making the wings go up and down. Now I'm getting all confused. Now push forward before you stall the airplane. No, don't let go of it. Just keep it steady in the middle. We'll slow things down, and we'll get you back on the ground. We're getting a little high now. We want to get you down. I don't want you being that high. No, let's get out of the airplane. There's a brake pedal, there's a rudder pedal.
No. What is that?
What is that paper? Alright, let's get back to flying level and steady and slow and easy, okay? There's power technicians are out there. Look out!
I don't need to cry. I was afraid of this.
We want you away from that area. That's what we're hoping down here. We're going to get you over the runway and get you to just slow things down with throttle back and boat speed.
Almost there. You got it.
Everything in the middle. other guys get a little upset before we get back up to the runway. Let's try to get you down. Oh, you're stalling the airplane. You can't slow it down too much. You need that speed to keep the wings giving you lift. I bet it is. No, we could probably just shoot him. Is that allowed? Well, what's going on is we're going to bring out some technology. I think we've got something that can help get you down. You see the ambulance down there, the winky blinky lights? We're going to get you some help. So what we've got on board then is some new technology. We can get you back around. There's actually an electromagnetic thing. We've got a magnet basically on the top of that ambulance. If you get down low enough to it, we can actually suck you right down onto the top of it. What do you think? Well, I think we can make it easy because this way you only have to get close. And I'm worried that you're not going to be steady enough as the other. So head down the other way. You almost landed there. That's pretty good. You are getting the knack of this, and you've got enough under your top of that ambulance. We can use the magnet to get you down.
Okay, any closer to the ambulance, you're saying, okay?
That's right. We'll get you turned around. We're going to get Mike to get that thing going about 60 miles an hour. Pulling him along now.
That's so cool.
Y'all tingly?
Oh!
What happened there? That was going so well. It's pulling him along. I'm getting tingly just standing here. Now we're going to dial up to 12 to get the tail down. Red, how are you feeling? We got you there. This is very good. Keep it down, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, Grand Central, played by the great Eric Tucker.
And the Wildcat.
You can feel the heat from it.
The only one still flying, still in existence. TBM. SPD, Joey Jones, Cripple, Wayne Fame. It's not a bombing success against.
Back again.
Beautiful.
The mighty bent wing Corsair. The SPD did dominance. South Dakota.
Probably detailed by aircraft detailing. Maybe you saw that earlier in the static. The aircraft flight.
You can feel that heat.
2,800 Pratt & Whitney horsepower. Same engine as the B-47 we saw earlier. And round into it. Doing a great job flying these aircraft. Flying here today, built by General Motors. Accepted into service in 1945. Placed in the field, operational aircraft assigned to the Franklin. The aircraft carrier had been damaged that year, was not prepared in time to return into combat at the museums of engine did not see combat service, but a great example to remember. Starting to recover these aircraft now. Bernie's going to fly some aerobatics for us in that Wildcat. On the outer runway, we have the Dauntless coming in and the Corsair in front of you right now, retiring. You get a chance to see it up close. The paint job. Beautifully restored, meticulously maintained. The machine it is. The Wildcat in South Dakota. Bernie's got the smoke on now. That's not the engine. That's just to make it look fun. As he builds up his speed, the smash he needs now for some automatics for the Wildcat. Up and over he goes. Ryan McGarvey is 15. Pick up your phone, Ryan, and call your mom and dad. There he is, wearing a blue sweatshirt. The yellow hat, LA Dodgers sweatshirt and glasses. He's missing. So Ryan, if you hear this, go to the nearest volunteer or police tent, sheriff, deputy. And they get, and the Warren medical team, and they'll get you lined up with mom and dad. I did warn you earlier, though, if we get lost kids here, we are going to feed them full of Red Bull and teach them how to swim. Taking the time of his life, doing what he loves. And we're running out. We talked to Bernie. It's infectious. He will get you all excited about flying. Whether it's historic birds or anything else. And he is, again, having a great time.
So does the Italian team. Yeah.
The Grumman F-4F Wildcat, American carrier-based fighter aircraft, entered service in 1940 with the Navy. The British flew it, the Royal Navy, as the Martlet. First used by the British in the North Atlantic, the Wildcat, the only effective fighter available to the United States Navy and Marine Corps in the Pacific Theater during the early part of the Second World War. With a top speed of about 318 miles per hour, the Wildcat outperformed the faster, more maneuverable, longer range Japanese Zero. Those Navy pilots including Tom Jimmy Flash, a pioneer of fighter tactics. Tracking the Zero and Zeros can not greatly dissatisfied with the inferior performance against the Zero battles across the Midway, though. The Wildcat has a claimed air combat kill-to-loss ratio of 5.91 in 1942. Throughout the war, 6.91. Lessons learned from the Wildcat may be later applied to the F-6F Hellcat. The Wildcat, with better range and maneuverability at low speed, the Hellcat could rely on superior high speed continued throughout the remainder of the war, with Wildcat serving on escort carriers where the larger and much heavier Hellcat could not be used. There were about just over 7,800 of these built, nearly 3/4 of this total built by Eastern Aircraft Division of General Motors, which took over production in 1942. During the course of the war, Navy and Marines flew 15,553 combat sorties, 14,000 of those from carriers, destroying a claimed figure of 1,327 Very impressive aircraft. That's Pratt & Whitney power you hear, the big round engine, 14 cylinders, air-cooled radial piston engine, develops 1,200 horsepower. There's Bernie, a little dipsy doodles down the runway, as I mentioned. That's an aeronautical term, by the way, the dipsy doodle. He just loves to fly. Such a hard sell to get him back on the ground, right? Now he will have time. Chuckles! He's from Oakland, California, and he's been flying the F-35B since April of 2019. Austin. Aircraft's ability to carry weapons internally means the F-35 can engage targets at long ranges without detection. The F-35 is now setting up for a high-speed climb. As the F-35B approaches show center, the pilot will execute a high G pull into the vertical, followed by a 360-degree aileron roll. Setting up now for that tactical pitch. It gets good and loud. He's going to immediately convert the aircraft into ceiling. That mode returns back in front of the deceleration to hover. The aircraft is still center. The entire weight of the aircraft is supported by the thrust of the lift band, main engine, and roll control axles, generating up to 40,000 pounds of thrust. This capability through the Coast Guard. As we get closer, so there's Mark and our pilot up there as well, flying high overhead. Give him a wave. Backwards there, beyond the wing, so that he has he's got the tail up already at about 30 miles an hour, 40, 50, well, 60 miles an hour. He should be able to settle, and he does. Yeah, he wants to make sure he keeps the airspeed up so he doesn't go down in front of the vehicle, and the way he goes, I'm still like getting on the radio too. Eric, are you graceful aerobatics under power? He's concentrating on what he's got to do. Well, let's watch and enjoy. Eric, before he puts the airplane away, tonight, enjoy the aerobatics.
It's gonna again aerobatics.
One of the guys are going to come out.
It's all over the ground and out a whole lot of power. 100 horsepower is all he's got in this airplane. He's got a great wing that loves to fly, but he's got to put it on the numbers and respect that and keep it flying. It's about energy management. He has done this so long and so well. And of course, in his blood, his father, the great Sean D. Tucker, and look at him flying, representing Method 7 and their great sunglasses products so well. Eric Tucker is his name. Eric's going to give the pyro guys just another look-see. By the way, they gathered out there, and they're finished with all the booze. But they're within earshot right now. I'm going to warn you right now, because of what they do, they're hard of hearing. So Gordon and the rest of the Toro Bomb Squad, if you could give them a round of applause so they can hear you with their band hearing and all that. They've been having some fun. And Eric gives the guys in the tower a little C. And we'll get him back on the ground too as we inch even closer now to handing things over to the Blue Angels. Here I am waiting, I'll have to leave soon. Oh, good.